Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm basically redoing the Zornhau video that I had done previously, and part of the reason is because I now have a frame that I can use to position my shield and a sword in various ways, so it'll make it a lot easier to illustrate some of the cuts. Okay, so in this video we're going to be talking about the Zornhau, which is a strike of wrath, which basically starts from the high guard, the Van Tag guard, and basically cuts down diagonally into a low guard. Let me do a little further back so you guys can see me. Okay, so here's our we start from the Van Tag, cut down into the Albert, the low guard. Okay, and we can do this from right to left or from left to right. Here it is on the left side, cutting down diagonally into that low guard. Now, Lichenau gives us two versions of Van Tag. He gives us the low Van Tag, and he gives us high Van Tag. With high Van Tag, the nice thing about that is that it's easier for us to go to either side, right or left, because from high Van Tag, I can do a right Zornhau, okay, or from this is the same guard, I can go left, okay. So the high Van Tag is going to allow us to go right or left, and that's going to become very important to us if we're fighting against a shield. And part of the reason is because we have the sword on this side. A lot of times we're going to want to attack the sword, because basically we have, in this position here, we have one sword or one weapon compared to the two weapons here. So if we have one weapon and they have two weapons, it is a good idea to try and pin these two weapons together so that they can't be used against us. Okay, so from the high Van Tag, I'm going to come in, strike here, and from here I'm in a position to thrust through. Okay, so that's one option. Okay, so again, meet here. I can also switch to the other side. All right. So from there, what I did again, I pinned the sword against the shield. Right, this pole here represents the sword, obviously the person's sword. I tried using a blade, but basically the blade didn't show as well in the camera, so that's why we're using a pole. Okay, so again, we're pinning the sword against the shield, and we're switching over the top of the shield to the head. Now another option is to switch to do a middle howl to the leg over here. Now here's the thing. If let's say I do this strike here, right? I've got that sword pinned against the shield. If I cut to the leg from this position here, what's going to happen is that corner is going to block it. If I try to get below it, basically I'm not going to get to the leg, because as I go, basically I'm losing distance as my sword drops lower and lower. Okay, the distance going across is obviously shorter. So what I'm going to do in order to get to that leg, I'm going to start from this high Van Tag, make my left side Zornhau, all right, and then from there I'm going to do a middle howl to the leg with the step. So by stepping, okay, what I did is I changed my position so I can come in. I'm not below the tip of the shield, okay? But basically, I got around the edge over there, and I'm basically just following that shield edge down in order to get to that leg, okay? So there's three options that you have with the longsword against a shield, okay? We can do the Zornhau to the blade. Basically from there I'm switching it. I'm winding up into an ox and thrusting through. Okay, I can do the Zornhau to the head, or I can do the middle howl to the leg. Okay, so all this can be done with the sword and shield as well. So again, this is against a guard where the person is presenting blade. They're presenting blade like this. This is the boar's tooth. And this left side Zornhau is going to work really good against it. So again, left side Zornhau to the blade, thrust through, All right, so basically from left side Zornhau, I transfer up into the right side ox and thrust through. Okay, I can basically left side Zornhau, right side Zornhau, and now I'm going to make the middle how to that leg. So again, okay, I'm going to now pretend I have a shield. This way you guys can see what I'm actually doing. So I'm going to hold my hand up here as if though I have a shield. So basically, left side Zornhau. Okay, this is my thrust. Left side Zornhau works. All right, left side Zornhau to the right side works. And now we're going to do the middle how to the leg. Okay, so those are a couple of things that you can do with these Zornhau. So you know, a lot of times when we think Zornhau, we're always thinking right side, right side. You know, they gave us left side Zornhau for a reason. You know, against another long sword or another two-handed sword, you know, we typically don't start from here and cut to that side because, you know, basically our cut is weaker. You know, if we're right-handed and we're cutting left to right, our cut is going to be a little bit weaker. So that's why when we do our Zornhau against another two-handed sword, we're typically cutting right to left. But against a shield man, the opposite is true. It makes absolutely no sense for me to cut into a shield, okay? You know, I mean, that makes absolutely no sense. So I'm not going to Zornhau to the right side against a plank of wood, but against the left side, okay, now I've pinned that sword against the shield, okay, and I am free to do other stuff. And then from there I can, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we can do for, you know, once we momentarily trap that. All right. So a couple of things for you guys to think about. If you've got any questions or comments, please post them. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and join this community. Talk to you guys next time.